Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the London Monarchs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Nickerson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who knows?
And his first carry, he loses the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will in fact hold on to the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now they have a throw. Barlow almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. They run a draw here on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Get it.
On third down, Barlow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fights out the defender. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, Nickerson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready, set. Hey, 50's a mic, 50's a mic. You must be dreaming. Play. Shoot.
On first down, it's May. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ready up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The outlaw.
On third down, Nickerson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Pick the oar. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run on first down. Nickerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the ready. 58, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Second and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position back to.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Roberts got it. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
On 2nd down, Nickerson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant. Right there, 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Heavy.
On 1st and 10, Barlow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run on the draw. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Barlow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Going to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And on now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
And there's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw on 3rd down. Barlow looking for his running back, and he's got it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing on first down. Barlow looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cox.
Let's go! Let's go!
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Barlow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Good job.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 70, Indy. Here we go,
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Watch 42, check 42.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Go now. 8 read. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So here are visitors to take over on offense. We're down 3, under a minute to go.
Aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action here on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. 28-14 was your final score. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 24-16 was how that one finished. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Looking to throw. Barlow. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Barlow looking middle, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially this.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run the counter. Nickerson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Check that. We want Mike to the 2 right here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Barlow over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 3 buck. Show it up. Deep rip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because You can't score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No chance. 56 is my go. 56 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barlow. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here we go. Here we go.
11 yards there. First down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Barlow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Barlow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barlow. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Nickerson, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
60 outlaw.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9.
On third down, Nickerson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Nickerson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
On the ready. That's what I'm talking about. Not hit,
To the 49-yard line. Brings up
back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Ready. 10 logo. Here we go. Shift. Let's go.
On first down, Nickerson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Second and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Come on, set, 8, read. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Point after here coming up. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Set, 30 base. Check 56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 5.
On first down, Barlow. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This offense on third down today, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Barlow. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Barlow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Barlow, and his throw here's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Barlow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barlow. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Let's go. And Lobo. 58, come on. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Barlow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. Barlow going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
15 line. 15 line. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, Barlow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Barlow. He finds McCoy. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
You ready? Here we go, D. Check. Go. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
To throw on 2nd down. Barlow. Wide open receiver complete.
Here comes the ball.
A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Review.
Barlow's pass complete to number 85. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's May, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Come on, set, 10 logo. 65, 65, 65. Set, go.
On third down, Nickerson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, a little over a minute and a half remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
On the double.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the home team here, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.